Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Lab. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Hafsa. The Movie Lab is a place where I just sit down and basically talk about the movies I've watched and, just tell you guys my honest opinion about them and tell you whether they're worth watching or not, basically. So, in continuation of our Conjuring universe that I've started a while ago, which, by the way, I'm so sorry for the delay. It's just a lot of stuff have been happening lately. 2020 is crazy enough as it is. So, yeah, sorry for the delay. But I decided to continue with my podcast and continue, especially this universe, because you guys know how much I love this universe. So, today's movie that I decided to talk about is Annabelle Comes Home. Yes, I am actually really excited about this one because this was the latest one. So, but before I actually do that, I want, to give you guys a little spoiler. So, spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of spoiling happening in this one. And, as I do for every single one. Yeah, and also a disclaimer, this movie is pretty scary just as much as the others. So if you guys don't like watching scary movies or you don't like hearing about demons or whatever or possessed stuff, you can click off this audio right now. So let's just jump right into it. So Annabelle Comes Home is a 2019 American supernatural, right? I was gonna say superhero. What? Okay. So it's a 2019 American supernatural horror films directed by Gary Doberman. So this, and obviously James Wan, who we all know and love. So this movie, before I actually start, it's the sequel, which is like the last movie of the universe, obviously. Not of the universe. I'm gonna talk about that later. But this is not the last one of the universe, but it's the last sequel of Annabelle and Annabelle Creation, who were out in 2014 and 2017. So the last installment in the Conjuring universe, just like I said right now. So this one was actually made as an honor for the death of Lorraine Warren in 2019, because when they announced it, everybody was kind of sad, and they kind of decided to make this one as, a tribute to her, basically. So as always, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as the Lorraine couple, the Warren couple. Wow, the Lorraine and Ed Warren, obviously the Warren couple. So this movie, actually, I'm sorry about the names. Again, I apologize all the time. It happens to me all the time. So the film stars Makina Grace, who I love so much. That child is talented. Madison Isman and Katie Sarif, I think. Sarif? I don't know. But yeah, this movie was released in June 26th, 2019, and made over $231.3 million over a $27 to $32 million budget. Yeah. So basically, so this is a little, introduction about the movie. And now I'm going to start talking about the plot. So the movie starts by showing Annabelle, obviously, in the car of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are driving her back, because as you guys remember, I am doing this as I can't say this. It's not gonna come out right, I know it, but I'm doing these movies in order just so that you guys can understand the point of view of why I am talking about this. So if you guys have listened to my previous podcast, which is The Conjuring, you would know that in the end, or is it in the beginning? I don't really remember, but they showed a clip of them talking about Annabelle. So that's it. So it shows the Annabelle doll who in the car of Ed and Lorraine Warren after they took it from the nurses Debbie and Camilla, who have complained about, some sort of paranormal activity, in their house after they got the doll. So after that, it started, some stuff started to happen to them while Annabelle is in the car. Like, they passed by a car accident and they couldn't go through that road, so they had to turn around, and they passed by a graveyard, and that's when weird stuff started to happen, like ghosts and Ed almost dying by a truck, like a truck almost hit him and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff started to happen. And when they arrived home safely and they took it to that little basement, which, by the way, I don't even want to go to that basement ever. Like, not even as a visit. I don't get people who go to that basement. Anyways, that was a little side note. After they took it down to that basement, they realized that Annabelle actually controls other entities. Like the stuff, because all of that, as you guys know, all of that stuff that's in that little place, that little museum, is possessed. So they actually, those stuff started to move as soon as the father who is working with them started to bless the doll. So they decided to put it in a glass box to stop the evil and contain the evil and stop stuff from happening. So that's what they did. So this is the first part of the plot. But this is not going to be about Ed and Lorraine. This is going to be very different. So sometime later, the Warrens welcome Mary Ellen, who is in charge of babysitting their daughter Judy, in the house while they're gonna be away for a certain case, travel overnight, for a certain case. And they wanted, as always, they have a babysitter who stays. Obviously, in previous movies it was her grandmother, then now it's the babysitter, stuff like that. She needs to stay with someone. So the movie is gonna be around Judy, Mary Ellen, and her friend. I don't remember her name, by the way. I feel like I should look for it. Yeah, I probably should look for it. I remember her name. Daniela. Sorry. Okay, I just found it. So, like I said, the story is gonna revolve around Judy, Mary Ellen, and Daniela. So Daniela, she has just lost her parents, or her dad, I should say. She lost her dad and she felt like it was her fault. So what she did is that, the rumors about the Warrens were starting to go out, and, about the Warrens being demon hunters and stuff, and, papers were writing about them and stuff like that. So she figured that if she goes there, and if she goes to that room, she might, she would be able to communicate with her father. So what happened is that she opened Annabelle's glass box, and she left it open. And when she did, the doll dropped from the glass box, and that's when weird shit started to happen. And I'm gonna stop right here and let you guys watch this movie. I'm gonna move on right now to my review. So, this movie is pretty creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, just like I say all the time, it's pretty creepy, but it's not as creepy as the others. Or maybe it's just me, like I said before, because I watched this movie so many times, so they kind of grew on me. Because I kind of know what's going on or what's gonna happen. But it is pretty scary, you guys, because Like, there is a lot of jump scares, a lot of stuff going on, and those three girls are gonna go through hell. They're gonna go through hell that one night of their lives. That's when they're gonna decide to never, ever do that thing. So, actually, I was gonna, talk about something. So, yeah, I wanted to say, I forgot to say this, but I wanted to say that Judy, Ed and Lorraine's daughter, actually has the same, I don't want to say superpowers, but you can call them superpowers, the same psychic powers as her mother. And obviously she grew up in a religious household and stuff like that, so that stuff is just pretty, common and stuff like that. So she had the same psychic powers as her mother, which is amazing if you ask me, for like a child. So yeah, you're just gonna have to see the movie to see what's gonna happen. And yeah, well, oh yeah, I forgot the mark. Okay, I'm actually gonna give it, just like The Conjuring, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, because it's just, it fits perfectly, the story and everything, and because of like how Annabelle came home, how it was put in that glass box, because not a lot of people knew how before and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's really fun to watch. It's a very good movie, and yeah, I really, I think you guys should watch it. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in with me and for liking. I know that you guys listen to my podcast a lot. For those of you who do, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Because I'm not doing this for money or whatever. I'm just doing this for as a hobby and for fun, because a lot of my friends always ask me about what movies to watch. They're like, yo, suggest some movies to us and stuff. And I saw a lot of people do these kinds of podcasts, so I was like, you know what, why not, why not, let's just do it. So I'm really just doing it for fun and as a hobby. And yeah, thank you guys for listening and downloading my episodes. It really means a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And please remember to take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Wear masks in these times. Even though some people, vaccines are coming and stuff like that, but please just wear masks. It's very difficult these days, I know, but it will pass. These days will pass, and we will get our freedom again. So thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.